big business, big
Yeah.
business people in
Yeah.
the financial industry and all sorts of other different businesses and things, and they travel and work with people globally. I think it's difficult for most people to envisage global stuff, but we got so many sports and athletes, people that are involved in living here in this part of the world. It's just kind of who knows who, and some of those professional athletes want to do things in their countries and want to make a difference in their countries and different things. So there's so many ways that I think we can connect people. It's just a matter of just getting the information out there and sort of see what happens.
I mean, we've got quite a lot of Olympians that are using the products, haven't we? We've got something called Team Manatech, so some of the sporting elite around the world. And I know they're ambassadors because they choose to be, they're not paid to be. They literally, whatever they say about the products and what they're doing for them. But no, it's amazing what is going on all over the place. And we're open in 24 different countries. So I know I think we've got clients in this room probably in 12 different countries, because the Danish man that lives around the corner's mum's in Norway and his friend's in Netherlands, and they told their friend in Germany, and then they're in New Zealand, and then they're in Japan. So it is literally ping-ponging around. But where wouldn't you tell someone? There's nothing else. It's protected. It's patented because of the science. So, but I do regular talks at Toby's practice. So, for example, this Thursday morning, I'm giving a talk about glycobiology, the science of how our cells communicate. So that's a whole. It's part of this, but it would be too. We'll be going with around.
Give me a manna bear.
But that's this Thursday morning at 10:30. We've got a few places left. It's nearly full actually.
Do you find yourself spending much time debating with cynics, possibly on it, or are you just like, it speaks for itself, and
Not
so
really.
you just sort of move on?
I don't attract cynics. Touch wood.
But there
No,
are
I
people-
don't.
Well,
And that's more because and for yourself, Ian, obviously you dealt with a lot of people.
well, the thing is what impressed me. I mean, all the research was, the early research was done at Texas A&M. I think I can talk about some of this stuff. And you got people like Dr. John Axford, who was head of immunology and rheumatology at London University. I mean, you got Dr. Stephen Nugent, who was in fact the past president of the American Naturopathic Medical Association. You got the person who was actually one of the high people in the patenting office in the US, has now got involved with Manatech, and he said he'd never seen anything like it, because you can't have a patent unless you can prove the science. I mean, there's actually so much science behind it. I mean, I could give you probably a bookshelf like that, and more, and just say, here's the sum of the science. 20 years ago, there was probably about 2 or 3 books only. Now, everybody's doing the research on it. I mean, it's been in also sort of, I think it was a magazine on technology or something. It says the top 10 technologies that are going to change the world in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
And one of them was glycobiology, basically. And it was like, it isn't a little thing.
Yeah.
And so that's what impressed me when I started reading about it. It was, the science was there. The problem is which I found was so frustrating, is you literally can't make medical claims about any illness, any disease, any condition, no matter how good it is, because one of the first things, I'm just sorry if I count, but one of the first things that happened, they was put into a hospital in the States that was dealing with patients with HIV and cancer. They had no insurance, so they could kind of do whatever they wanted to the patients, pretty much. And Dr. Reg McDaniel was actually running the hospital. And the long and the short of it was,